Hello and welcome to Good Morning Success with Dawn Nicole and
Demario.
You guys, how are you? Happy Tuesday to you. It is the start of the week. This is Good Morning Success and we will give our viewers time to join. Honey, what do you have in your cup?
Coffee.
Coffee.
What you got?
I have tea. We're going to do our Good Morning Success cheers as we wait for you guys to join. We're going to take a sip.
I got that exotic tea.
I do. Mine has little pieces of ginger all up in it, and I'm loving the ginger. You made it for me, and I'm so spoiled because every morning you prepare us coffee or tea, and just thank you for being amazing. Have I told you that lately?
Oh. If you did, you can say it again.
Well, thank you for being amazing. But listen, welcome to Good Morning Success. This is a daily show, daily inspiration for the driven. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Peter. We're so excited for you all to join. I am super excited about today's topic.
Why don't you come over? You looking real good. I just want you to pull over
boy,
into
you better stop. Oh,
You smell good.
Stop it!
too.
Stop it!
Smelling
Hey,
good.
that's well. You know you got to. When you're a couplepreneur and you work together in the same space, you gotta be on point. So
Yeah, I like to smell good too, though. You
you do smell good, honey.
Well, I don't top you, but I have to. As Grandma said, I don't like to smell like outside.
Oh, and y'all, you know, outside does have a smell. Everybody knows that. When you was a kid, outside playing, you come in, it's that outside smell. So no matter how many showers you took, outside produces.
Now, who came up with saying something like that?
What?
Go take a shower. You smell like outside.
You know
who determined what outside smelled like?
You know who determined that. Just like we got a whole lot of phrases. What are some of the phrases you guys grew up with? Peter, Tammy, I know we all had phrases like, and there were beliefs, right? Like our family believed that you better not come in my kitchen without washing your hands. I know that much. Don't touch my refrigerator.
Somebody just threw a bunch of smiley faces. So
we've all heard I'll beat the black off you.
Yeah.
We've all heard that.
Black off you.
Good morning, Charmel.
That's a deep one.
Peter said, Big Mama said. Yo, what were some of the phrases that you guys remember growing up? I know we got locked outside. For real. And that's, y'all know we did. I had that uncle that was nice in front of my mom, like, yeah, right? But secretly, let me tell you how this is gonna go. And it was like, oh, okay, Uncle Les. And Uncle Les would lock us outside. If you knocked on the door thirsty, there's the water hose on the side of the house. Kids belong outside. That was Uncle Les's belief. Kids belong outside. And that's pretty much how we roll.
Well, you know, being in South Carolina, this might happen everywhere. But what is the thing that it's thundering and I can't talk, read, walk.
Now that's old school.
Sit down. It's thundering.
It's thundering outside.
Lord is talking.
So y'all had to sit down.
Sit down, be quiet.
Turn off the TV.
Turn off the TV. You can't even read. What you reading for?
Y'all know.
God talking.
And you couldn't be on the phone when it was thundering and lightning. We're talking just real quick. This is a business show, daily inspiration for the driven. But we are talking about things that Big Mama said or beliefs that we grew up with, where people told us, and we was like, okay. And Demario was talking about when it was thundering and lightning, his grandparents was like, everybody sit down.
You couldn't do nothing. You just had to.
Charmel said, I'm gonna knock you in the middle of next week.
You just had to sit there. You couldn't even do nothing because it's thundering.
Virtual, but have you been told you was gonna be knocked in the middle of next week before? I know I have. Right, and that I've been there.
How is that possible?
Well,
did we even ask that question? We probably got knocked out, but
you can't ask.
Like theoretically, how can you knock me into the middle?
Because they will do it.
Week?
They will do it.
But
you can't ask.
But if they told you that on Monday, would your hit be harder than the person that was told that on Friday?
Yeah.
Because Monday into the middle of next week, that's a long time. They had to knock you.
Yeah, it was serious. But lightning was definitely a thing. You also could not come in the house and touch any food or go in the refrigerator without washing your hands. I know washing your hands was a big one. We grew up in a West Indian household with my grandparents, and they just they did not play. I was joking about how suspicious West Indians are. At least in our household, it was very suspicious. If I would call to ask for my dad's number, like when I got older, my dad would change his phone number. I would say, "Hi, Nana. It's me. I'm just calling your daddy's number. What do you need it for?" And I was like, to talk to him, Nana. I'm going to get your number and give it to him. Like, they don't trust anybody. They don't trust nobody.
Oh, I got to go.
But, what?
I ain't going to say no names
Don't
growing
say.
up. But if they're watching the show, they probably going to feel some type of way.
What?
Why do you ask me to take my shoes off in your house when you got roaches on your wall?
Ooh, who had roaches on the wall?
I ain't saying
You're
no
not
names.
Gonna say no names.
I'm just saying, though. You
now,
know,
that's
he's
deep.
like,
That's deep.
get them shoes off in my house.
I don't.
And you be like, but
right.
it's
right.
nasty. I'm protecting my feet.
I'm protected by saying it. But look, Peter said, I bought you in, I'll take you out. We all heard that. Can I get a virtual high five? We have all heard that, right?
But, you know, as parents, we feel that way.
Yeah, you feel like I own you, boy.
I feel like if you, like, take me there,
I own you.
Because I brought you in here.
I will never let something that I bought up in here disrespect me. Yeah, that's how I feel to this day. But anyway, welcome to Good Morning Success. We are so grateful that you guys have joined. You are in for a treat today. We are going to talk about something that is really, really a challenge for a lot of us. We don't always talk about it amongst the masses, but Demario and I spend our days and nights just having these intriguing conversations, and these are real conversations that we experience, we have in our lives, that we then turn around, we might learn from it or develop something as a result, and then we say we have to give this back on Good Morning Success. So today we want to talk about how many hats are you wearing that don't fit. The equivalent of how many things have you purchased or bought or you hold dear to that you have no intention of using, but you don't want anyone else to get it. You don't want anyone else to do it. You don't want anyone else to have it. And so we're going to talk about how to combat that, how to still make that work for you. You don't have to wear the hat in order to benefit from its beauty. And so that's really deep. We're going to talk about that. But before we jump in, we are going to ask you, what is on your agenda? What do you have planned today? This show is really great for deep diving into what are you guys trying to accomplish today. Let's talk about it. And some of you may not want to get extremely specific. I get it. But is there a strategy you're trying to come up with? I know we're working with some Grow Getter clients right now who one of them is looking to become a national speaker. So we're working on his strategy and what that looks like. Another person is looking to engage her business in the corporate sector. So I'm working with her very carefully on the upfront strategy, and Demario is combining the marketing strategy, the digital marketing. So we could talk about some of the strategies that you guys are looking to get, underway as well. Peter, I know you're the man on the move. You always got some good stuff going on. Charmel, what do you have going on today, darling? What's on your agenda, your goal list? Also, here's a question to the Good Morning Success audience. Is everything that you have on your to-do list today, good morning, TJ, is everything that you have on your to-do list today relevant in getting you to the next level? And I ask you that because sometimes we think that busy is productive, right? We feel like we got to take every meeting. We feel like we have to show up. We have to have every space filled. So I'm going to ask you, are the meetings that you have today, ask yourself, are they imperative on getting you to the next level? Are you clear on what you'll be requesting and what you want out of them? And if not, let's talk about it. So Tammy says, letters to my father, book launch today. Congratulations. I got to grab the Grow Getter shaker. Hold on one second.
Congratulations, Tammy. And since you and Tammy got back on my good side,
yeah.
Oh,
look. Oh, go ahead. First of all,
that is congratulations to Tammy.
Tammy, we've been on his good side. I don't know where this. Oh, why you gotta bring up old stuff?
We're back. This is episode number 27.
And you're bringing
the
up
word
old stuff.
for today is, since we was going back to the stuff we heard when we was growing up, the word for today is recollect.
Oh, honey, recollect? Who says that?
Recollect.
That's Southern.
I had an aunt that always said, "Well, I recollect. I'll see you later." I say, "Yep, yes, ma'am."
Wait, so we got to set up the people. First of all, G-Rod, we're going to talk about that in a second. Thank you so much for joining. G-Rod says, wow, this is what me and my wife woke up talking about, the many hats I wear and what is my certainty.
Well, that's why it was in the spirit today. It was in the spirit.
Because we were out of two topics. We had two topics,
and you actually picked the right day to tune in,
yes.
G-Rod. And
yes, darling. And
since that's on our agenda and that's what's on y'all agenda, and we already said the word for today is recollect. Remember that, recollect.
No, but we have to ask them about their. But so before you guys joined, we were talking about. Well, go ahead, babe. I was trying to set it up for the people who came a little later.
Well, you always trying to set something up.
Okay, well, we were talking about things that your big mama said or your family said growing up that when you was a kid, you was like, what? Like, we talked about earlier, somebody, I'll knock you in the middle of next week. I bought you in this world. I'll take you out. You talked about how when it was thunder and the lightning, your grandmama was like, everybody sit down now. Don't say a word. You couldn't even speak. So, and we were asking, what did you guys remember from the past? What was that saying that somebody said? So,
you know.
And recollect?
I recollect I'll see y'all later.
Now, honey.
But see, even though that doesn't sound like a word by itself, recollect.
Well, hold on. I recollect. I'm going to see y'all next week. I'm mad at that accent.
But see, when you put it in a sentence, it just makes sense.
Really?
I recollect I'll see y'all.
Okay. Yes.
Recollect.
Yes.
That's the word for the day.
So sing it, baby, so we can have a ringtone.
Recollect. And if you record it, wait, press the record button now. Recollect.
And it could be downloaded for 99 cents. Sound bites.
Matter of fact, we're going to come out with a CD with all of the words of the day just for your listening pleasure.
Charmel says, Dawn, I'm going to my day job. I love what I do, and my goal for today is to simply be a blessing to someone in my path. Oh, Charmel, I love you, girl. I just love people who want to just bless somebody else and not necessarily looking for anything. And let me tell you something about the day job. If you love it and it makes you happy and you're good at it, go ahead. And I say that because not everybody is designed to have to be this raving entrepreneur. Like, there are some people who are just not cut out to be that, and that's totally fine. And I have to say that because there are a lot of forums that they try to make people feel bad for being a working professional, and you have to do what you got to do in your lane.
Well,
so I just want you to be the best you.
Everybody don't want. This almost like I always tell the story that I say right quick of the story of when you got somebody saying that, ooh, that person is a great cook. They should open up a restaurant. And I always used to say, maybe they don't want to open up a restaurant. A restaurant is more than cooking.
They enjoy just doing it for the love of
maybe they just like cooking.
Right.
They don't want to service you and how may I help you. They don't want to do all of that. Just let it be. Yeah. But in the news today.
Okay, breaking news, you guys.
Breaking news today. You already know what we had yesterday, and today I'm going to bring up other strange news.
Okay, and then we'll get to the point, you guys, of the theme.
No, we won't. We're going to talk about breaking news all day long.
Okay, honey, you got it, King.
Charles Barkley is in the news.
God, I saw that.
Charles Barkley is in the news simply for saying that he wants to lose weight, that he's going to the fat farm.
Honey, that's...
For 6 weeks.
Good morning, Ronnie.
And that is big news. That's trending.
Are you trying to be funny? Big news. You get it?
Big news.
Big news? Oh, wow. But, no pun intended.
That's in the news alongside of Donald Trump's wife and son moved into the White House.
Yeah.
And out of both stories, I just got one question.
Yes. What's your
question? Who cares?
Honey, really? Oh, I thought you were going to say something profound.
Charles Barkley gained weight.
Who cares?
He's going to lose weight. What does that have to do with news?
Well, no, I'm more intrigued by the fact that there's a fat farm in Texas. What is that?
A fat farm where fat people go and work it out. But, that's kind of insulting. I wouldn't even say that I'm going to the fat farm.
But just for people Charles Barkley has made headline news because... I guess at the game or he was commentating. I didn't watch the whole story. Shame on me. But he said that he's gonna disappear for a while because he needs to lose weight. And he's going to a Texas fat farm. My question was, what the heck is a fat farm?
My question is, why did anybody care? Even if you watch the clip, even on the clip, when he said it, the rest of the commentators didn't know what to say. They were like, oh, you serious?
About that rebound.
One dude said, well, you can't segue nothing after that.
But
who cares? Yeah. You know what? I'm going to tell y'all the truth.
Okay. And then,
many of us.
Okay. Many of us. I'm listening.
You trying to rush?
Many of us.
You trying to rush this thing?
The viewers are watching.
You want to get to the topic, don't you?
Many of us.
Many of us didn't care nothing about Charles Barkley when he was playing basketball. So why do you care that he gained weight and going to lose it?
I don't know.
So why is that such a big deal?
It's not to me. So, what do you guys think about Charles Barkley losing weight? Is that something you publicize, and is that something you take time off of business to do?
Look at that. We didn't get no thumbs up on the Charles Barkley story. Exactly. I feel the same way. Who cares?
Okay, so today's theme, business owners, business professionals, driven people who watch this show. We are going to talk about, are you wearing too many hats that don't fit? Now, let me set this up, and you know we're going to talk about it. This is a great time to share. This is a great time to tag someone you know, tag someone who is driven, and we're going to go into it. So, don't care, but good for him, Sharmell. Yeah, good for him, Sharmell. So let's talk about wearing too many hats. Oftentimes, I'm gonna start first with the person who has created something. Sometimes when you create something, you feel onerous towards it. You create it, therefore you feel like you own it, and you try to hold on to it. You try to massage it. You try to work it. You try to push it to the market, except if and when it doesn't work for you, you don't even consider putting it in the hands of someone else. Let me give you, I want you to tell the story, if that's okay, of an example where this is a true example, went down in history, of an artist who created something that did not work out for her, and so here was her alternative. Honey, could you tell the story real quick?
Oh, you're talking about the Dolly Parton story?
Yes.
Oh, many of you already know that one of Whitney Houston's biggest songs was "I Will Always Love You."
And I will always love you. It's too early. I've had a sore throat for a month and a half. Okay, all right. So Dolly Parton.
Oh, that was the best part. And when she,
honey, that is such a bad shot.
Darling,
babe, come on. Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton. See, you messed me up. See, Whitney Houston's song, "I Will Always Love You." Correction. Dolly Parton's song, "I Will Always Love You." Do you know that Dolly Parton was the original author, singer of that song? She put it out. It didn't work for her. Mm-hmm. Didn't work for her. Through the process of however they acquired the song. Whitney Houston got the song, sung it the same way.
I wouldn't say the same way.
I'm saying different voice, but the same structure. Sometimes you might take somebody's song and you might alter it to fit whatever you're doing. Yeah. Whitney Houston sung the song the same way. The song blew up. And then country professionals loved the way Whitney did the song so well that they started doing the song again, which they didn't realize it was already in their genre prior to. Yeah. So which is a classic case of you created something that you thought would be a wonderful thing for you. Yeah. It didn't work, but it actually was one of the top things for someone else.
Well, and you know why that is? It's no different than when we go to a store, you guys, and we see something amazing, right? And I don't know if men do this, but women do this all the time. We'll see a cute shirt, we'll see a cute dress, and we'll say, oh, that would look amazing on Tiffany or amazing on Mom. That's my mom's taste. So just because you bought it doesn't mean it's meant for you to wear it. Right? And so oftentimes as a business owner, we feel that we have to, I know G-Rod, interesting, right? But we feel that just because we created it, we discovered it, we bought it, it's ours to keep. And here's a news flash. Not everything is yours to keep. Not everything is yours to hold on to. It's very important in business to realize that there are some things that just because it was our idea, just because it was our creation, we try to put it out, we try to market it, we do everything right. And lo and behold, when it might not yield the results that we want it to yield, we start to question, we start to wonder why, but we don't usually consider putting it in the hands of someone else and letting someone else champion that message. And I want to encourage you today that how many hats are you wearing that don't fit you, but you wear them because you like the way they look or you don't want anyone else to have them. I have a classic case. We have a daughter. Zaria is very much like this. Zaria is very much, I'm not going to eat that, or I'm not going to wear that or use that, but I don't want my brothers to have it. And I kind of say, well, if you're not going to use it, How come you don't want someone else to use it? And oftentimes we will do that. We will hold on to an idea, and my encouragement to you is, if it's not working for you, it doesn't mean it's broken. It just means it might not work for you, but put it in the hands of someone else. Not everything you invent, come up with, or create has to be driven by you. And that's really, really important. Some things are designed for you to teach it. There's a difference between doing it and teaching it. Some things are designed for you to teach or put in the hands of someone else and train someone else on how to do it. We don't have to be onerous to everything that we create. When we do that, we actually debilitate our growth. We get in our own way. So, for example, I'm working with someone and I'm trying to be cautious and you know, not give out too much information because she is a client, but I'm working with her and I'm taking her down a similar path that I went into to achieve a particular goal. And I had to be careful when taking her down this path that as we created great ideas and great strategies, that I didn't have an aha moment and say, "Ooh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that." But allow it to be hers. Some things you are supposed to be in a position of guiding someone through it. You don't have to have everything you see. Even if you walk in a store and you love everything in a store, that doesn't mean that you are going to actually wear everything in a store. Not everything is designed to fit you, even if you discover it, even if you create it. So what I'm finding in life is that we can actually add more value to people by teaching someone, by putting it in the hands of someone. One thing I will say, honey, and then I'm definitely interested in getting your thoughts on this, is as a business strategist, with me being kind of the initial point of our clients and doing the dreamscaping and working with people on strategies, lots of great ideas come to me. What would it look like if I went out and tried to implement every single great idea that I came up with? I just can't. There are some great ideas that I get in the shower that I say, "Oh, that's a great idea," but I'm going to give it to someone else. Because not everything has my name on it. Not everything is designed for me to hold on to. And ladies, I'm going to tell you how we do this because I'm so guilty of it. And you know what I'm getting ready to say. So I have a whole ton of purses. Good morning, Terry. I have a whole ton of purses. I have a whole ton of shoes, right? Ladies, I'm never going to wear them all. I just like the way they look, so I bought them. Okay, and DeMario always says, "Do you wear it?" Because, right, you know what I'm talking about. That whole side of the closet is full of like bad Jessica Rabbit style, like all kind of purses that I admire, but I probably won't wear.
The purse haven't even moved in a year.
It hasn't.
Just been sitting.
So I have all these luxury purses that what happened for me is I admired them from afar, and we did a show that was called Love It But Don't Date It, and that thing was so deep. Remember? It was the ability to love something from afar, but you don't have to date everything that you see. You don't have to date everything that you admire. So oftentimes with women, we love clothes, we love fashion, we love shoes and purses, that's for sure. So I have a whole side of my closet where it's laid purses, like a department store. However, I can't possibly wear every single purse, but I don't want to let go of it. Why? Because it's mine. I like looking at it, right? And I might wear it. Ladies, I might wear it, right? I might.
They got a show for that. It's called Hoarders.
Now you know.
The show is called,
I understand
it's called
that.
Hoarders.
But
business hoarding.
Well, I was just going to say, some of us are hoarders in our business, and even with our business ideas and concepts. And that is why we feel the need to wear many, many hats, because we feel like, well, I can do it all, but you're not designed to do it all. You're doing too much. Delegation is key to leadership. You got to delegate. You got to let somebody else take ownership of that, right? You can manage it, you can delegate, but you don't have to do everything, right? And Charmel, that's the number one reason we hold on to it, for the simple reason one day we might need it. So let me put this in a business spin. One day I'm gonna hold on to this idea because one day it might make money. One day it might have results. So instead of putting it in the hands, right, developing a system where you can train somebody else, get paid for the technique, right, you don't have to be everything that you create. You don't have to date everything that you love. But we tend to be very onerous, and it actually it becomes an impediment to our success because we're trying to do too much. See, when it comes to scaling, you can't do everything. And here's also a newsflash. Capital investors, right, like Shark Tank people, and corporations who are looking to hire you for your services, if they get wind that you are wearing all those hats, that you are doing everything, that you are doing too much, that is absolutely a high risk, a red flag, and they will not use you. You know why? Because it's a capacity issue. It's a bandwidth issue. What that means is if you're one person trying to do 20 things across your business and they see that, that's a risk for them. It's a risk that you won't deliver on time. It's a risk that you burn out. No offense to you, but if you get hit by a bus, they have to worry about what's going to happen. So in business, if you're looking to grow your business, it's very, very important that you show that you can have collaborative thinking. You have collaborators. You can outsource. You have outsourced. You don't have to tell them that you're outsourcing, but when they ask you, well, what is the size of your team? How many people? I say we have more than one. We do have a team that we work with. I don't have to elaborate on the structure of that team. But again, many of us are wearing hats that simply don't fit us. Purses that I just won't wear. Shoes that I just absolutely don't wear. But I hold on to it. Why, Damaro? Because there's that one time that I might wear it. And in our business, there's that one chance that this thing will blow up. I'm going to say this, and I want to hear what you have to say. I'm going to close with this because I've mentioned this earlier. You know what that's like? In the music industry, you have a producer, right? And then you have artists. And you have producers who their whole thing is to produce new music. But what would happen, and I've seen producers like this, they fall in love with the music they produce so much that they want to hold every track for themselves. Every track, right? They don't want to sell it because they want it for themselves. Oh, that's going to be mine. Y'all know the type. The producers who are also artists, right? The ones who produce music and then they sing on their own music, and they, instead of letting it go, right, for a fee to someone who might blow it up or someone who's doing it seriously full time, these producers will produce music. And then they will want to own every single track. And then they don't want the artist to even be able to purchase it. Nah, that's mine. That's not for sale. But you're not doing anything with it. Well, yes. That's still mine. Right? Onerous. Go ahead, babe. Because we both come from the music industry. So.
Well, I'm just going to say, yeah. I love you and everything. But I don't know if I'm going to let you talk about Neo like that. Neo is cool. I like Neo. I like Neo. Don't be.
G-Rod runs a gospel label. All right.
Don't be talking that about Neo. Good.
You're so silly.
Oh my goodness. We're gonna get some ratings today, boy. We're gonna get some.
Y'all know what we're talking about, though,
but,
right?
Yeah, but even as being a producer, because I was a producer for many years,
and a musician. No, you need to let them know.
They don't care if I was a musician.
Well, I care. Go ahead.
But
go ahead.
Producer for many years, and a lot of times, in the studio, especially when I was running my own studio, I would produce the record, probably even write the song, record the record, with the artist, then do the album cover, then do the campaigning, and then go out and try to set up the shows and stuff with the artists.
You was wearing way too many hats.
Then drive around handling the problems, then trying to move the record, trying to make the record deal, sitting in the corporate boardroom talking about the record, and then the record wouldn't go nowhere.
Because they did.
Because you know what? I didn't have nobody else to blame. Oh, what happened? The mix wasn't right. Oh well,
that's us.
Be right back.
That's us.
The album cover had a glitch, and I was tired. I was tired. Okay, that's me too. See, sometimes you're wearing too many hats, and they don't fit because that's not your role in the business. You're just trying to fill in a slot that you know you need.
Right.
But instead of seeking out the people that you need, you try to handle it yourself.
Yes.
Oh, I can do that, but that is not your role.
That's not
when
your
I was
role.
producing, the best role I had in the production lane was producing.
Yes.
Doing the music.
Yes.
I love creating the music.
Yes.
All the other stuff, just because I understood it a little bit,
That's not your hat.
That wasn't for me. It wasn't
not your hat.
I wasn't gonna do it that way, So sometimes we hold on to hats
that don't fit us.
And sometimes it's really a control issue.
Yes, you better speak on it.
It's a control issue. I think it's really if it's something's real good to us and we feel like our business is rocking and rolling.
We want it.
We don't want nobody else to come in because we want that spotlight. See, if we bring other people on the team,
so deep.
When you accept that award, you got to bring other people up to the podium.
babe, you, first of all, boy, I know.
That's what I'm saying. You got, some people don't like this shit. They see the podium is small, and well, I really created it and started it. but can y'all slide back? And it's my time.
Right.
Some of y'all
they don't want to share.
You want to be at the podium by yourself.
But
and I want to close.
Okay. You got me. You got the mind.
I know. See, that's the problem. You want to be at the podium by yourself, but one thing you don't realize, you cannot do it by yourself.
And on that, you just drop the mic.
Yeah,
just like that. You just drop it. Just drop the mic.
Drop it.
Okay, I'm going to talk about it. So for us let's talk about coaches, business coaches, right? And I think you're just going to love this, boy. You're going to love it. So let me talk about it. As a business coach, a business strategist who works with other businesses, is very, very, very important to understand your lane. Meaning me, I have to understand my lane, and other coaches and consultants. Business owners, when you are working with a coach or a consultant, make sure that coach or a consultant is a catalyst, a conduit. What a catalyst means, if you look it up by textbook definition, this is someone that has the ability to guide you through, to be a transient, sort of a passageway without being impacted or affected. What I mean by that is, how horrible would it be if you started working with a business coach and every single idea that you all came up with together, she or he bit a piece off for themselves, right? I'm going to tell you when this happens, and this was a lesson learned. When I was an artist, because I sing a little bit. Me.
Yeah, she's singing a lot. We're gonna play that song. Ooh, we're gonna do it this week.
But when I was an artist, the biggest mistake that I made, and I'm circling this back to business, is that I was with a label where the label director or managing director was also trying to promote his own album. I'm gonna say it again. When I was with a label, the biggest conflict was that they could not be a catalyst and a conduit for me. That means they did not know, right, how to be an unbiased tunnel, right, for me to go through to guide me from point A to point B, from beginning to winning, because they also were sitting at the same table, hungry like me, trying to promote and produce their album, their career, right? So as a result, what do you think is going to happen when a record deal opportunity comes and someone says, well, I need your best artist? If they are an artist too, that's also on the grind, whose interest do you think they really have? Their own or mine, okay? So the conflict in that relationship is I wasn't putting myself in a smart relationship with this record label, because they were also trying to be artists at the same time I was trying to be a successful artist. As a result, they could not be a conduit and a catalyst for my success. Back to a business coach, back to a consultant. It's very, very, very important that, right, Tammy, and right, Terry, excuse me, but it's very important that you have a coach who understands how to be a catalyst, and even that takes some strength and some training, especially when you're a creative like me. I have to have the ability to hear many ideas, right? Also create some great things, and when they come into fruition in the world, not feel like, oh, I want the credit for that. I did that. That's mine. And it's tough. It's almost like the surrogate mother. This is deep. The surrogate has a responsibility to bring this baby to life in a healthy, successful way, right? And be able to give it back to the original donor, right? Donating party, and not feel onerous. Do y'all understand? Y'all, this is so deep. I'm going to say it again. Sometimes your job is to be a surrogate.
Ooh, surrogate.
I'm going to say it again. Sometime your job is to be a surrogate, not, right, the owner of the baby. You are supposed to be the conduit, the catalyst. That is your role. Go ahead, honey, because you say it.
But surrogate.
To be a surrogate, to bring it to life.
You know what? Some of y'all need to surrogate yourself out your way so you can be successful.
Listen.
So surrogate.
Listen.
That is deep. And I wanted to go back to a point because I'm going to pull it back up too.
I'm just...
that was good.
Go ahead, babe.
That was good.
You do that.
You just relax over there.
I'm about to relax. I'm about to be a surrogate with this tea.
Sip your tea. Sip your tea, girl. But Tammy said delegation was difficult for me. I didn't feel others would do it the same way that I needed it done. And Tammy, you are exactly right. They're not supposed to do it the same way that you needed it done.
Uh-oh, Tammy.
See that's a thing right there. You didn't say that it wouldn't get done. You didn't say it wouldn't get done correctly. You just said that's not the way that I would do it. But see, that is the reason why you wanted them in your business. You wanted a different perspective on how to complete the mission. See, that's what a lot of times in business we're wearing so many hats because we feel like we know the beginning and the end. You don't. Some people need to come in and give a different perception on it and say, well, maybe we might want to drink it from this side. Because we right-handed, so we can get more production with this. You're like, no, but I like holding it in my right hand. Well, guess what? You're not a left-handed person. You don't feel me on that one right there. Sometimes that is the problem right there. You want it done the way you want it done.
It don't always look the way you expect it to look. We always talk about that. You guys, I'm sorry, I'm feeling this today because even this is for me, understanding the difference between when you are a surrogate versus when you are supposed to be the continuous guardian, the parent, right? Understand the difference. Some things require you to be the catalyst, the conduit. Some things are designed to work through you. And once it works through you, you don't have to own the entire process. You don't have to own the life cycle of it. You just need to birth it. Listen,
see, Ronald Reagan said it best.
You just need to
Ronald Reagan said, and y'all know Ronald Reagan. So Ronald Reagan said,
we knew him.
Well, you know, I don't think he's dead. Is he?
I think he is. Oh, God. Okay, listen. Keep going.
But anyway, Ronald Reagan said that I don't have to know how to do math. Only thing I need to know is how to hire a great mathematician. Yes. That's what he said.
Yes.
I don't have to know how to do math. I just need to know how to hire a great mathematician. Because see, therefore, I know that process of my business is going to be correct because that's what that person do.
Wow.
See, we need to sometimes start setting up our businesses as the way they're supposed to operate, not the way that we want them to operate.
Right.
That is the difference. If you're the CEO or you're the developer or whatever, develop.
Right.
You might not be the salesperson.
Right.
You might not be the person that can handle the boardroom and things like that. And be comfortable in your own lane. You might can dibble and dabble and all of that, but that is not your role. A successful business is like a well-oiled machine.
Right.
Every part got to move in order to get the overall mission on the go.
Absolutely. I love it. Be comfortable being the founder. You don't have to be the CEO. You know, the founder and the CEO can be two different people.
Exactly.
This is the reason why some founders hire CEOs. This is the reason why. I'm going to tell you this, and then keep me honest with the time, baby, because I know we got some appointments. Okay, so this is a lesson learned for me. As a previous stage playwright and director, I thought because I can write the stage play, I could tell a compelling story, I could create the script. That meant, honey, that I was supposed to be directing it. That meant I was also the stage manager. That meant that I also did the casting, okay? Biggest lesson learned, okay? I am not good as a cocktail, what we call cocktail sauce. And if you don't know your sauces, go to what'sYourSecretSauce.com to learn yours for free. But as a cocktail sauce is a person who works very well delegating or managing a large group of people. It's a command sauce. I think Terry on here is a cocktail sauce. So hats off to Terry. Tammy, you got to find out your sauce, sweetheart. But anyway, I discovered the hard way that just because I could write this stage play, just because I could write this script, right, that did not mean that I knew what the heck I was doing to managing people. I got so frustrated. Let me tell you guys, I have to admit, I wasn't good. Oh my God. Dawn Nicole's admitting. Yes, let me be very honest. I'm human. I know what I'm good at and I know what I'm not. I thought that because I was qualified, right, to write the screenplay or the script, and the stage play, that also qualified. Well, good. Now that I wrote these, who knows better than me how to cast? So I cast them, then I directed it, then I was the stage manager. Let me tell you, it was hell. It was hell on wheels. The biggest lesson learned. Now, we pulled it off because I'm a go-getter. We're going to get it done. But I did everything the hard way. The first thing that I didn't take into account is sometimes you can't be in the front of the room, in the back of the room at the same time.
Oh, yes.
I'm about to tell it to you. You cannot be. See, let me tell you about a great play. A great play requires delegation, because you need someone who can sit in the back of the room and look at it from the audience perspective, DeMario, and say, come up, I can't hear you. Bring the volume up. Go stage left. Go stage right? But if I'm in the front of the room telling people what to do, oh, and then let me tell you how bold I was. I had some nerve. I also acted in my own play.
How you going to act in?
I'm just, I don't know how to behave. When it comes to the arts, let me tell you how out of control I was. I acted in the play. I sung the play. I sung in it. I wrote the play. I directed it. Talk about wearing too many hats, right?
You should have just had one woman play.
Honey, okay, I'm trying to tell you. It was the most trying experience ever, okay? And I would never recommend that anyone, let me tell you, just because you're qualified to create doesn't mean that you're qualified to manage the rest of the life cycle of whatever it was. Back to being a surrogate. It was really my job to just take it from the page to the stage, to bring it to the stage, but sit back and let it go. Sometimes you got to let your baby go. You got to let them kids go. You raise them. Stop trying to own the rest of their life cycle. You raise them to a point to take them to a place. Let them go. Let them fly. Let them dreams fly. Stop being onerous of the hats. Give the hats in the hands of people that you trust.
Ooh.
Give the hats to people who can wear them, that they fit. You just happy to have hats because you bought them or they're yours. But give them away. Delegate. Train people. Right? Teach people something. Not everything has to be yours. And so I'm going to say this. How did the play end up? To the audience, it was amazing. Behind the scenes, some of those people would probably never work for me again. Probably. Because I didn't know what I was doing. That's just honest. I'm not good at everything. Found out the hard way.
But you basically invoked some thought right there.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is even deeper than that. Sometimes that you can be that catapult to somebody else. I always, and people that know me sincerely, they always know that I say a name. I always say Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson, okay.
I tell everybody about Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson was the bass player back in the 90s that came up to me and told me, hey, you don't need to be running around in these streets. You are too talented. Here's my card. Call me. I could get you into some music. It took me 3 months to call Jackie. But the first thing, when I finally called him, Jackie told me a story. He said, hey, me and my group, we was on our way to get a gold record. He said, we didn't get it. He said, maybe you can go out there and get it for me. Do you know that started a 6-year relationship? 6 years of me working inside of his studio, him showing me how to work things, write songs, produce records, which led me into a career of doing that. And then years later, I was on MySpace, and Jackie found me on MySpace. He said, hey, man, blah, 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 blah. We hadn't seen each other in about 10 years. And he said, what you doing? I said, I'm launching this record. He said, what's the problem? I said, well, I don't have enough capital. Do you know, he sent me $4,000.
Wow.
He sent me $4,000 to actually put behind the record. And I really never really heard from him again. The thing of what I'm saying, sometimes you are something that you don't know, that the people that you hire to work with you and that you actually bring up with you, you don't know what you are doing for that person.
I agree.
So don't stop somebody else's blessing because you want to be so selfish.
Because you want to hold on to it. Like right now, I gotta say this, and then since Kat and I are getting together at 9:30, so I'm gonna say this. I have right now in our bedroom a whole stack of shirts and clothes and purses and shoes that I'm supposed to give away to the Goodwill, and you keep walking by them saying, babe, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep them, I'm gonna go through them again. And that's so selfish of me, because I know I haven't wore them in like a year. I just need to give them and bless somebody else with them. And again, sometimes your creation, your talent is designed to bless someone else. I'm gonna say that. Sometimes your talent, your design work, your creation is to bless someone else. Not everything has to be your blessing. Some things come through you to give to someone else. That's all I'm saying. And we just don't do it enough. I know I don't do it enough, but I'm learning how to get out of my own way and recognize that not every hat, even if it's in my closet, is mine to keep.
Yeah.
Learning how to give it to someone else, to bless someone else. Andrea says donate to the Kidney Foundation. Thank you, Andrea.
And I was going back to G. Oh, my man, G, he was talking about that's literally his issue. I guess the difference between the entertainment mountain and the business world. So it's hard to separate.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times when we wear our hats, it is hard to separate because we have conditioned our mind to think that we must wear these hats all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you really have to just put your foot down. Say, okay, I'm not doing that part no more. This part stresses me out.
Right.
You know, and the crazy thing that keeps going on in my head, and G, you probably would like this right here.
Okay.
Marvin Gaye was someone else's drummer.
Marvin Gaye was someone else's drummer?
Drummer.
Okay, drummer.
Until somebody gave him an opportunity to sing on the mic.
Stop playing. Now, that I did not know.
That's why his rhythms.
Yeah.
You know, he's a drummer. He's a musician. Someone said, hey, man, you back there on them drums. I hear you humming all the time.
Come sing on this mic.
Come sing on this mic.
Wow. Are you going to give someone a chance to sing on the mic? Just think about it. Are you going to? With that,
go ahead.
I was going to say thank you to Kat. Kat, I'm looking forward to our meeting at 9:30 today. Kat has a cutting-edge new program. It's called the Welcome Veterans Project to help veterans thrive in the first 30 days of their transition. We are honored to be a part of creating the vision and now marketing that vision. So Kat has an amazing thing going on. Look up Kat. It's welcomeveteransproject.com, coming to you soon. Andrea is meeting with us tomorrow night, and Andrea is going to meet with us about positioning her competitive advantage differently to open more doors in less time, create raving fans, and get paid what she's worth. So if this is you or someone you know, if you guys have enjoyed this, please share this. Share this with someone. Tag someone. Visit our website. Go to www.what'soursecretsauce.com. It's more than just sauce. It's not the sauce that you're after. It's the success factor attached to knowing your secret sauce. So when you go on our website, in a matter of minutes, you answer the questions, you will know your secret sauce, but it's really uncovering your success factor. Andrea is an emerald sauce, which is an amazing sauce. Demario's a soy sauce. I'm a unagi sauce. Peter, who is on our broadcast today, is a soy sauce. Terry's a cocktail sauce. Kat is a cocktail sauce. And they all know what the success factor is for having that sauce in business. So with that said, do you have any closing remarks?
Well, I would just like to say, since you are wearing hats, or you feel like you question, I'm going to say, if you question, am I wearing too many hats in my business? I would like for you to take a time out and just really get a notepad, pencil, go back old school, and write down all of your roles.
Yes.
And then write down the roles that you could really benefit by delegating to someone else, so you could be more profitable, more proficient in your business.
Absolutely.
And actually start seeking out people. Even beside those places where you can delegate, start writing down some names or different organizations and start working towards that. So we want you to have a successful business. This quarter coming up, because you know this quarter right here is coming to an end for a lot of us that started the top of the year with our quarters. It's coming to the end. We're hitting on to the third quarter already in 2017.
That's right.
We're hitting on the third quarter. If you are not where you want to be and it's the third quarter, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get it right until the second quarter of 2018. Go check the stats on that. You better get with it.
Awesome. All right, you guys, thank you so much. This has been amazing. If this has blessed you, give us some hearts, some love, some likes, some thumbs up. Also, share this. We appreciate the shares, and you can catch many of the other replays at goodmorningsuccesstv.com. This is episode 27.
27.
So we
People say he's a Unagi.
He's a Unagi, yeah. Unagi is the creative sauce, and we need the creative innovators in life. So you guys, until next time, we love you. We hope that you stay on the grow with Dawn Nicole and
Demario.
All right, peace. Take care.